I'm Lauren Halberg.
I'm Liza Silverman.
And we are auditioning as a pair. The first time that we gathered together in this way, as I'm sure many of the friends and relatives here recall, was for the convocation ceremony at orientation. We sat beside our parents in Garrison, eager to begin the next chapter of our lives. The SAS president told us how quickly these 4 years would go, and we waved the sentiment away, thinking instead about the heat of move-in day and the simile in which she compared us to pie slices.
At that initial gathering, we heard facts about the group around us. Impressive facts about accomplishments and experiences that were distinct to the individual identities with which we arrived. In time, that sea of new faces became our peers, our community,
our friends, our family.
The people we turned to with questions varying from highly serious,
how can I deconstruct the imperialist framework that surrounds me,
to less consequential.
Is it possible to be assigned the yellow wallpaper one more time?
I'm sure many of us have recently reflected on that first day and realized how these 4 years really did pass by quickly. That crowd of anxious new first years developed into this community of empowered graduates who have challenged and supported one another. The motto, Incipit Vita Nova, is more than just an idea for a cool tattoo.
Though it is also that.
As the Latin phrase meaning "here begins new life" expresses, throughout the course of our time here, we have forged new identities informed by our Scripps experiences.
However, every one of our 200, and we'll look up the number, experiences are unique, and by speaking on behalf of the class of 2014, we do not claim to know what this time has been or meant to each of you. One thing that I will miss about Scripps academics is the level of passion and engagement in my small classroom literary discussions.
But that only resonates with a certain segment of the student body. One experience that I will miss about daily Scripps life is the widespread acceptance of unbuttoning my pants in the dining hall after 4 trips through the sushi line.
But that only resonates with specifically Eliza. On a serious note, though, one element that makes Scripps so beautiful is how we strive to understand and recognize differences without the need to reconcile them. The myriad of opinions, concerns, and aspirations amongst us is what makes us powerful.
That being said, we do share commonalities as a class, especially in how we perceive our class. So when Lauren and I inquired about what has defined your experiences, here were some of the responses we received.
My Scripps experience has been defined by the women that I have met here. They are so driven and passionate. They have the capability to accomplish whatever they set their minds to.
My professors, who have taught me to recognize internalized oppressions and oppressions that I've unknowingly committed.
Fulfilling conversation. Scripps women inspire me to do my best every day.
The Motley Coffee House. The Motley has been a place where I have cultivated some of my best interpersonal relationships, developed valuable skills to carry forth into the job market, and invested so much passion and love into my work.
My classmates. They are always searching for a better solution, a better answer, and a better way to go about things. I've learned to ask tough questions and rebel against established ideas and systems, and I'm infinitely proud to be part of a class that isn't afraid to be a little insubordinate at times. In response to how Scripps has shaped you, some of you responded the following.
Scripps has shaped me to be the feminist that I am. It has shaped my work ethic, my outlook on life, the trajectory of my career, my goals, my passions, my commitment to those goals and passions. It has given me a voice and the courage to be the relentless, independent person that I have become.
My time at Scripps has made me more confident, academically and socially, by surrounding me with strong female voices and perspectives.
I am a much more confident person. Scripps provided the resources and opportunities to essentially grow up.
When I first came to Scripps, I had very little confidence in myself. I was shy, reserved, and I continually second-guessed my ideas and my actions. In all honesty, I feel like I didn't really know who I was when I came here as a first year. When I arrived at Scripps 4 years ago, however, I felt like I found a place where I could finally be myself. And beyond that, I feel like the faculty and my peers have continually encouraged that sort of personal expression and individuality. At Scripps, it's not only okay to be yourself, but it's welcomed and embraced. I'm leaving Scripps with so much more confidence in my ideas and my personality, and I'm proud to call myself a Scripps graduate because I feel like it's one of the few places on earth that always makes me feel like the very best version of myself.
It has revolutionized my world. My perceptions of the globe have been deconstructed over and over again. I have a greater sense of how the literal world was constructed and how it works. I have a deeper understanding of humanity.
These testimonies that we collected from our classmates and shared with you today serve to highlight that in spite of our vastly differing experiences, we share a passion for our class. Not only despite of, but because of our crucial differences, we as a class have clearly impacted each other in incredible ways that have resulted in a shared gratitude for this ridiculously beautiful place and these fiercely intelligent people.
With these people, we have witnessed countless major events that have changed our community, from campus-wide to global. We discussed critically as there was a Syrian uprising, a debt ceiling battle, natural disasters,
The capture of a known terrorist, occupation of Wall Street, death of a dictator, and re-election of a president.
At Scripps, we saw alum Gabby Giffords become a national icon for advocacy and strength, and were inspired during her return to our campus.
We heard forums, initial steps in establishing the Lasker Center, and the recent capital campaign launch have brought forth meaningful actions and conversations that will continue to impact future generations of students.
The event that stands out for many of us was the passing of Dean Becky Lee. In that time of tragedy and loss, there was a palpable sense of family in the Scripps community. Dean Lee saw unlimited potential in every one of us, and I think she would be proud to hear the responses to the final question we asked, which was, in a word, how would you describe Scripps? The answers included curious, insightful, interested, considerate, supportive, passionate, compassionate, talented, dedicated,
Powerful, influential, fearless, intelligent, driven, leaders, brave,
badass, bold, moxie, fun, sassy, independent, dynamic, ridiculous, bursting, motivating, empowered.
eye-opening, beauty, mosaic, foundation, love, incomparable, crucial, lifelong friends, game changers, and ready.
This year, when the topic of the future was broached, themes of uncertainty, fear, and denial arose. I believe there's a reason for that. The remarkable burden tied to the completion of a liberal arts education is knowingly entering into a world of systemic oppression and inequality. In many of our classes at Scripps, we have absorbed the words of prominent thinkers and our professors about this world and dissected its structures with our peers. And now we are about to metaphorically burst the Claremont bubble to enter into that real world in various capacities. The insularity of our Scripps experience is over. And it's only natural to deny such a reality, but this is something we must come to terms with confidently and courageously.
The first time that we gathered together in this way 4 years ago was an occasion very unlike today. Convocation marked the beginning of many times we would come together as students. We joined for Core 1 lectures and mid-thesis library visits to commiserate over our dwindling sanities. During Core, we stressed about defining histories of the present. And during thesis, we laughed about ever being stressed as first years. We gathered for Welcome Week and Senior Week to celebrate our newfound freedoms. We lounged on the lawns in our dorms and spaces across this campus that has become our home. After all of that, now we're here. And this gathering is unlike any other because, aside from a few reunions that Facebook takes the fun surprises out of, we won't gather like this again. But that's how this has to be. As enjoyable as it is discussing intersectionality with a room of women who have practically memorized every word uttered by Audre Lorde,